My name is Rhiannon. I've been living in Newport for 10 years, as I was born in South Africa, and I wish I was still there now. But what is very, very sad for me is I was brought up there and I had to leave all my friends behind, and if my friends were over here, I'd feel a lot better. My parents are British. My mum and dad are both from the UK. My mum was brought up in Cardiff, and my dad was brought up in Newport. The wildlife in South Africa is amazing. You can see different animals in the nature parks. There are no nature parks in Cape Town. You have to travel further out. They have baboons, lions, ostriches, zebras, all sorts of animals. I miss the wildlife. I like to get out in the Welsh countryside. It reminds me of South Africa, being outside a lot. The wildlife is very different, but I still enjoy it. I like Malpas Canal because you've got a lot of wildlife here. You've got ducks, you've got geese. You do have a good walk. There is a cafe, and it's just very relaxing, very peaceful. You don't hear the traffic at all. Well, you do, but it's very faint. I don't live too far from where we're walking today. The sun just makes you feel like doing things. It just changes your mood. You feel a lot happier. You're smiling a lot more. I love all animals. I'm a big animal lover. If I don't have any animals in my life, it's very dull. South African food connects me to my culture and reminds me of home. We would have barbecues every weekend when the weather was nice. As we're walking down here, I think I can smell a barbecue very close, and it's very, very nice. Having the smell of barbecues, it brings back so many memories, because back home in South Africa, we'd have one nearly every weekend. Because unlike here, over there you can have loads of barbecues. You don't have to rely on the weather to know what's happening next week. It's very sociable back home in South Africa too. I find it's more sociable over there than it is over here. And I wish I could have a barbecue every weekend. Different languages in South Africa, Afrikaans, obviously English. The meanings when I say things like yes is ja in Afrikaans. It's just, I miss it so much. Things are really good. You say things are lekker. The weather is baie lekker vandag, which means in English the weather is very, very nice. It's very, very, very expensive living in South Africa, and as I said before, I wouldn't be living on my own if I were living back home in South Africa. They don't have the facilities like they do here in the UK.
South Africa doesn't provide any benefits, which is a bad thing in a way.
Being in Newport, it gave me the opportunity to live on my own, live independently, and I'm loving it. I've succeeded a lot. As I've said before, I wouldn't be doing this at all back home in South Africa.